So I decided to buy a Onewheel Pint Ultimate Bundle. After many weeks of deliberating, I finally decided, you know what, I'm going to take the plunge. One reason being because how expensive I've seen them second-hand, and the other being that I did quite fancy having I wanted really the Ultra Charger and a few of the extra bits and pieces, just for like if I'm going to learn it and stuff and use it, I want to have all those extra bits, and it just makes financial sense considering I did try and cost it up separately, and it is a lot more, so the bundle does save you quite a bit. And for the components that it comes with, I'm been very pleased, to be honest. So this video is really just about what you get if you order the UK Ultimate Bundle, because it only slightly differs from the US one. With the US one, I believe you get the Mag Handle Pro, which is metal, compared to the one built in on the Pint, just in that image there, which is kind of like a plasticky type of handle. The other thing to notice is obviously in that main box there you get the chargers and manual, and even though it's a US made product, you still get the US charging lead, which is weird, but as we'll see later on in the video, in the accessories box you do get obviously UK kettle leads to use with the chargers, which is handy. And yeah, I was quite impressed actually with the product itself. The Pint had quite a bit of weight to it, more than I thought, which is good though, and it did have quite a solid feel, so I was quite impressed, to be fair, and I know probably a lot of people have said that online as well. It is a well-made product. Now this is like if you've ordered, I suppose, any of the other bundles, this is probably a similar box you'll get. And this is the fluorescent orange rail guards, which do look a lot better in real life than I thought. I didn't think they'd look that good. And that's the charging plug in navy blue, which I wanted to match the Fender in. That's the Ultra Charger. Again, very handy, well worth having. You can charge it up in about half an hour. That's the main Fender there in navy blue as well. And then there we go, we get the kettle lead as mentioned earlier. And then there's my the extra spare set of bumpers for when you wear out the original ones. You can put some nice shiny new ones on again. Again, if you're going to have this long time, I think it's probably definitely worth having. And now we move on to removing the Fender delete, which is obviously on the standard, and because I obviously want to put the actual Fender on to stop all the dirt and crap and spray coming up at me when I'm riding it. And I think it probably, in a way, might look a little bit better with the Fender, to be fair. And like I say, it just saves all that dirt and things. So removing the Fender delete is pretty damn easy actually. And they do give you a supplied tool as well, kind of like with the IKEA furniture stuff. So yeah, it didn't take very long to do it, and the good thing is the screws that come out of it are the same as the extra ones you get with the Fender. So to be honest, I just used the same screws again and left everything else in the packet. You do have to give it a little bit of a fiddle to get it off the side by the wheel, is what I found. It does come off fairly easily anyway, as you would expect. Top tip for when installing the Fender: make sure the Pint logo is facing like downwards or closest to the Onewheel logo, the way you got your board set up there, because I did accidentally try and fit it the other way and it just obviously won't fit. So basically make sure the Pint's looking down the board, I suppose, and then you'll find it dead easy to fit. And yeah, now we can move on to the rail guards. These have got some sort of like 3M type of sticky stuff. I don't know why, because I don't think I've seen these online how people were fitting them, because I thought they would screw in, but you just have to stick them on. But actually, to be fair, they're very, very easy here. So just sort of peel them off and then just press them on, and they do line up pretty nice. Can't say, I think when I did both sides, they both looked pretty spot on. Didn't see any odd like warping or anything like that, or wouldn't quite fit exactly. So they have made quite a quality product and accessory here. And I thought they looked cracking, to be fair, much better than I thought. I think it's one of those things sometimes when you buy stuff online. Initially I thought, I initially did want the hot blue, but it wasn't in stock, so I went for the fluorescent orange, and actually now I'm kind of glad I did it. I think it does just stand out a little bit better. And there's it there, just on my decking, just giving it a 360, and it looks really smart. And now we're moving into the maiden voyage, the first go of it, first sort of powering it on and everything, and we'll see what this thing's about. I definitely recommend, as it does in the instructions, that if you've got if you haven't got a wall or a fence or something to practice on, if you've got a friend maybe, just to give you that little bit of a balance first. As you can see there, nearly going on my arse. But to be honest, probably gonna, as a major top tip, I'd say I was just on a deck in here, which is probably about 2 meters by 3 meters. I'd highly recommend a bigger area. If you've ever done snowboarding before, I would definitely say it's very similar to that, where if you try to learn snowboarding slow, it's very difficult to get a feel of things and what's going on. And I found when I had my second major go, just going around a couple of the local streets by me, nice quiet streets, no cars knocking around, much easier to get a feel for what's going on and get used to it. And then, because once you can get used to the flat and going around, and soon enough, within like a couple hours, you'll then be going up and down the hills and just your confidence just skyrockets. So it's definitely what I'm saying. I know other people online have said you want to get 10 miles under your belt, but to be honest, if you can just get a nice big flat, a nice big car park or something, especially at the minute with COVID, there's probably a lot of empty car parks. If you go around there, you'll soon find your feet very quickly up. And that's basically a quick summary of the Onewheel Pint Ultimate Bundle. Big thanks to Ride and Glide for sorting it out so quickly, and I hope anyone else, happy floating.